Action.
This is a book we made in English class. It's called The Sleep I Couldn't Resist. My partner is Hhmm Wang, and we both made the story. Now I'll read to you the first page. Chapter 1, Unknown. James, a little boy, was sleeping peacefully in a warm and cozy bed. Suddenly, James had a sharp, chill feeling in his spine. He was awake. However, he didn't open his eyes because he was scared that maybe he might have been kidnapped. When he opened his eyes, he was not in his warm, cozy bed. He was at the entrance of a forest. From far away, he saw his room door slowly falling to the ground and disappeared. He felt that his life might have ended, sobbed, and cried. James fainted and landed straight on his head. In the morning mist was a black shadow. Slowly, the small black shadow came closer, and you could see the whole form. It was a girl with long blonde hair, blue eyes, and ripped jeans with a dark green shirt. James woke with a scream. You could hear it across the whole universe. As James screamed, she covered her ears with her tough, wounded hands as she tried to calm James down. Like he has lived here before. James stopped screaming with the fright that there's such a beautiful girl in front of him. He couldn't believe his eyes. Her name was Lucy, the tomboyish girl whose parents had died because of the witch. The witch adopted her as being her mate and now for years trying to kill her. They started off walking down the dark, spooky forest path. Along the way, they met two twins that had lost their parents. They were both 6 years old and wishing to have parents. Their eyes were red and dried. Poor 6-year-old twins just had lost their parents and lived alone, with sobbing and crying every day. Lucy and James felt sorry for the twins, so they decided to take them along the way to the witch's castle. And they promised to take them to a cozy place and try to find somebody who would take care of them. They keep on walking until they find a mysterious black, murderous, giant gate with bats at guard. Before they approach, they collected their opinions to pass the huge gate. Lucy told James to break the gate, but poor coward James didn't want to do that. They were struggling to find a way. Suddenly, a huge big bat appeared from the dark, misty sky.
Chapter 2, Invasion of Bats. Its eye was sharp and yellow that even tomboy Lucy stepped back. A sudden invasion of bats made James' twins and Lucy run away and carried near the big bat. There were a lot of big bugs and mice. Suddenly, the twins got really happy and thought the idea to get in the gate. They knew that the bats like the big bugs, so if you used a couple of bugs to drag the huge bats smashed to the gate. Twins collected 5 bugs each their hands, and they bravely, happily left the cave. Lucy and James showed the big bugs to bats. Bats' yellow eyes, scary eyes faced to the hands, which contained 10 bugs. Its feather flapped in the air, came closer to James and Lucy. They ran to the gate and put the bugs on the gate side. The bat came closer and closer. They moved more closely to the gate. The only knot on the bat's eyes, slumly delicious bugs. He smashed himself on the gate to eat bug every time he does that slowly. James and Lucy moved the hands out of the gate. In 5 minutes, the gate slammed open. They threw the bugs as far as possible when the bats ran toward the bugs. But on the way, bat dropped something. It was riddle. They ran toward. It was an old riddle. One riddle it said, "Who know the love of the witch? Who know the bright hope between? Who know the cloak of the witch?" The first carried the riddle and in hand went through the gate, still feeling kind of mysterious. Why did the bat was carrying it? They wondered if the witch was afraid that some will read has meaning. They walked to the castle, were surprised that the castle door was open. However, it was a trick of the witch. When they came to the door slammed shut and light turned on. The witch The lonely, ugly, green face. Chapter 3. The Way Home. The witch raised the broom with the skinny big eye. The twins hid behind James and Lucy. Witch shut the fire. They ran toward the witch with strong courage. The witch was surprised that they were not afraid of fire. James snapped into the witch's cloak, and he knew it in the riddles meant. He took the riddles and brought it back. On the riddle it said, "The only way to destroy the dark witch is the courage and wisdom. When the wisdom and courage meet, and there makes the light and hope will appear and the witch will get destroyed." He read it all to riddles. Slowly the witch screamed and fainted. When the witch was gone, Lucy and James cried in joy. Twins laughed loudly when they saw their parents for the last time. The night they had delicious food in not witches, the Lucy's castle. Lucy decided to live with twins in the witch's castle. Suddenly the storm bashed into the castle of Lucy. Lucy gasped. The storm was dragging James. He couldn't open his eyes because it was too shiny. He was in his bed. The birds sang cheerfully. He was in home.